Hey, what's up guys? Shuckle King here, bringing you a Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl Wi-Fi battle. We are facing off against OG Albina. It should be a fun one. This will be my first Wi-Fi game for Brilliant Diamond, and maybe my 7th or 8th OU game. I really don't know much about this meta. It's going to be interesting, and I'm going to try to highlight a weird mon on every team that I use. I know, like, in general what the meta is, and then from there, I'm going to build a team around that I think makes sense. So we are going to feature off this Mismagius. Feels like it's pretty solid. It outspeeds Garchomp, which is pretty reliable in the metagame. Gengar is nice in general as a ghost type, but being weak to Earthquake is pretty unfortunate. So Mismagius providing that Levitate ability is nice. Even though it's generally a class by Gengar, having Levitate is pretty clutch. So I'll have Colbur Berry with enough defense to actually live a Choice Banded Scizor Bullet Punch. And I also should take a knockoff from like a defensive variant. I also take knockoffs from, say, Gliscor if it wants to be like a special defensive knockoff set. Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball, Mystical Fire to hit the Scizor, and then Dazzling Gleam to hit the Dragon types. We're going to round this team off with special defensive Scizor for the dragons that are so prevalent like Latios. We have Earthplate Garchomp. I should still 2-hit KO Clefable after a Sword Stance. I shouldn't get O-Code. And I don't like the Life Orb recoil. Dragon Claw still hits most things hard enough from what I imagine. Scarf Gengar ties base 110s if I have to. And should be okay. But even like Latias, I'm okay because I have a Scizor for. And also have Life Orb Mamoswine. That should pick off some of those pesky dragon types with Freeze Dry to hit any water types potentially, like Rotom Frost, which is the last mon I have on my team. I guess standard, or at least I think it's a standard set with Choice Scarf. I'm not really sure if it's that standard in the meta. We'll see, but yeah, let's get into this battle. This looks like a good team for me. We'll see what he's got. This is the first battle on Wi-Fi. This is pretty cool. And he's going with the Donphan. Azumarill, definitely pretty scary. I do have Rotom Wash, which should be fine, but Donphan's going to be annoying. Donphan could also lead and just go for rocks. Turn 1. Rotom Heat's a little annoying, but Garchomp should be able to handle it okay. What do I like to lead here? Do I lead just Garchomp to get rocks up? Or Mamoswine? Mamoswine is great, but having Rotom Heat plus Scizor is going to make it pretty unfortunate. Mismagius isn't a terrible lead, to be honest. Maybe I can catch like a Weavile, but Scizor also looks pretty solid. I think Scizor lead looks good outside of Rotom Heat. That'd be unfortunate. If he's like a defensive Will-O-Wisp set or something, that'd be pretty bad. Mamoswine is also pretty useless in this game. I should have written down what his mons are. I don't have the layout here, but let me write it out. So it was Donphan, Rotom Heat. Let me see if I can take a picture of it. I know that's what Leo does anyway. And it's probably not the best idea to go off Leo's lead, but it should be a fun game. OG Albina is a great guy in the community, so definitely check out his stuff. We've been in leagues in the past, like in NCP and all that, so yeah, let's get this battle right in the road. And he's going to lead off with Latios. So I'm pretty content with this Scizor lead. I should be able to get a slow U-turn and gain momentum. If he wants to stay in and get damage, he's probably going to die or get a lot of chip damage off on this Scizor. So, do I have access to what his team was? I do not. So that's great information to know. So I know he has Latios. He has the Scizor. He has Rotom Heat. He has Donphan. And from there, we're going to figure out the rest. But U-turn is a pretty safe move to go for turn 1. There's no way he stays in. We're going to have to do some predicting, because I didn't remember his team. That's pretty funny. But now I know how the setup is going to look like. So we're going to Volt Switch out. I feel like Garchomp is a pretty fine lead. Or fine switching. 10% doesn't seem like a lot. I can't really gauge if it's going to be like a Scarf type set or what it would be. Rotom should be fine and just go for Hydro Pump. And if we speed tie, so be it. You could be aggressive and go into Donphan. I would highly doubt it, but I do know it's leftovers, so that is definitely good information to have. And if he goes into Donphan, am I really worried? Not really. I don't think he would. I'm going to go for a Volt Switch here, though. He's going to go for Protect. I guess get out to see if Choice Scarf locked or not, which is a fair play. So it's Protect, Rotom, Heat. More like a physically defensive set, I imagine. Maybe not. Just like leftovers and such. Will-O-Wisp could be annoying if he's like a Protect Will-O-Wisp set. Let's see if he makes a very aggressive plays and goes into Donphan. He goes into Latios, okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So we are going to gain momentum and go right back out into Scizor. I will take that. With that 15% chip, he might know that Choice Scarf at this rate and like very especially offensive. We'll see about that. Mammoth is just pretty tough in this game because of the combination of Rotom, Heat, plus Scizor. I really can't do anything with them on. So I'm going to U-turn out. I imagine he's going to just go back into Rotom Heat. He could be Will-O-Wisp. So that's why I'm pretty hesitant to go out into my Garchomp. I could also like go into Mismagius and like set up a nasty plot. That seems like an interesting play. Especially if I don't remember what the last two mons were. That seems like a fine play, actually. We'll go right into Mismagius. I could fire off a Shadow Ball, and that should be okay. I like the thought of getting a... I do like the thought of getting damage off on this mon, but I think I'm pretty fine to go for a nasty plot. Let's see what he does. He does stay in. The Shadow Ball would have been nice to get some chip, especially if, like, it might have been a range of two Icicle Crashes, but I guess not. Doesn't look like a lot of damage there. But Mismagius is pretty frail, so it is what it is. Probably about a third damage. Weavile. Okay, so Weavile is a mon. And I'm going to die to Knock Off, or Throat Chop. I could stay in a Mystical Fire, but Throat Chop's a pretty safe play for him to go for. And I guess I could find out if he's banded or not. Yeah, I'll just stay in and go for Dazzling Gleam. I imagine he's going to just go for a Throat Chop and kill me. We do show off our Colbur Berry, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. Yep, we are dead. Maybe even like going into Scizor could have been fine there. But we will go into Scizor right now and gain more momentum. The annoying thing is this Rotom Heat just continuously gets free switches. And I think it's going to be more of a physically defensive type spread. So we are getting okay chip, we're getting okay knowledge. And I'm going to go into Rotom and go for a Hydro Pump. I think that should be fine. Still don't really know what the Latios set is. It could be Scarf, especially like a fast Weavile plus Scarf could be like his speed control. I feel like Clefable might have been the last mon, but I am not entirely sure. I'll go for a Hydro Pump. Latios could be a play here. Because Latios takes on Rotom pretty fine. There's also no way you stay in and take this this Hydro Pump. So I feel like going into Scizor also seems like a fine play. And try to get momentum that way. It is going to be pretty tough to take down this Rotom Heat. It's like Protect, Leftovers, Volt Switch. I don't think you go for Overheat here. That'd be crazy. Yeah. And now that I know there's no team preview, that I definitely do want to get some chip damage on. And figure out what the 6-mon is and just continuously keep up as much pressure as possible. So he's going to go back into Rotom Heat again. I am wearing it down little by little, which I will take, but we're not making a ton of progress. And I feel like it's going to be like Will-O-Wisp of some sort on the set. So it's going to be pretty tough for me to like go into anyway. But Rotom, yeah, it's a fine switch in. I go for a Hydro Pump. He's going to go for a protect again. That's definitely fair. Could go into Latios again. I could also make the play to go back into Scizor. I think I'm fine going into Mamoswine, actually. He could go for a Volt Switch here, being really cheeky. Latios is also a fine play. I feel like Mamoswine can get me a little bit of pressure. We'll see if the Latios comes out. The Latios does come out. Ice Shard would kill. Scizor is there. I have my own Scizor that I can switch in fine. There's no reason for me not to just go for an Ice Shard and potentially pick this off. But he's definitely going to switch out. Is he going to go into Rotom Heat, or is he going to go into Scizor? He's going to go into Scizor. Not doing much damage at all here. Earthquake would have been great there. That's like 10%. That's not much damage at all. And probably pretty physically defensive. So he's going to U-turn out and gain a decent amount of momentum. But I have my own Scizor. My Scizor is also min speed. So hopefully I gain general momentum against other Scizors as well. I lose out on like Bullet Punch, I guess, but that's fine. So he is also U-turn of his own. He'll gain a little bit of momentum getting out into Rotom Heat. Could probably I imagine it's a Will-O-Wisp set. Could also Volt Switch, but I think it's going to be Will-O-Wisp. So yeah, Rotom Heat comes back out. I think he's going to go for that, and then a Protect afterwards. No reason for you to Overheat. I feel like Will-O-Wisp is definitely the play for him. So I imagine he's like a Protect Will-O-Wisp, Volt Switch, Overheat. So even then, like Garchomp could do okay against that, but don't think I really need to risk that. If I can figure out a way to get a Sword Stamp up, that'd be great. But I might have to make some predicts to try to get a little bit of a footing in this game, because we're really not making a whole lot of progress. He does get a Volt Switch out, so that's definitely good on his behalf. Could also go out into, probably goes out into Latios. At that point, I'll figure out if it's Scarfed or not. I'm almost certain that it's Scarfed. It makes sense in the team just having like two really fast potential threats. He could Trick, but I think I'm okay with that. And he's also okay with just firing off a Draco Meteor here because he just has a free switching into Rotom Heat no matter what on my Scizor. So I definitely got to get a little bit more momentum in this game. It would have been nice if I had like Stone Edge on my Mon, but that's fine. Oh, he actually sent out Donphan. Okay. Now, something like Banded Earthquake would be doing a ton of damage. That'd be kind of unfortunate, but I feel like I have to take it and get a U-turn off here. He's going to go for a knockoff. Yeah, and that's going to do a lot of damage. I feel like that has to be banded based on that. And that's like not bulky at all, so I will take that. I go out into Mamoswine. I could also go out into Rotom, but that doesn't accomplish a whole lot. I can go into Garchomp. I am also not I'm not physically defensive, so maybe that's just natural damage from Donphan. Donphan can't be that strong, is it? I'll get Rocks up, which is fine. I guess I'll figure out, based on what this Donphan's going to go for, if he is banded or not. Alright, you are going to go for knockoff. I feel like you have to be banded. Oh yeah, that's a crap ton of damage. Yeah, you're definitely banded. Knocks off my Earth Plate. What does he go into? Probably the Scizor. So I could Sword Stand up here. Because knockoff isn't going to kill me. And he might predict me to go for Dragon Claw, predicting the Latios to come out, but he just hard Latioses. That seemed like a weird play. If I just went for Dragon Claw there, I would have been in pretty decent position. But he does definitely get the momentum in that department. He's forced to attack me. That was a very risky play. I don't know if it was that necessary, but he definitely pulled it off. We will go out into Scizor here. Yeah, now it's good to know that I can't actually see the opponent's team. Maybe that was always the case, maybe because I just have the general layout, but Psychic is pretty free. Yep. 83 down to 40. I do take this hit if I want to roost off. But I think I'm also fine going for U-turn and trying to gain momentum in this game. Okay. He's not scarfed, so that's good to know. But the Weavile is going to have a field day, which is definitely unfortunate. We can go out into Gengar here and go for Shadow Ball. I'm not doing a ton of damage to it. I could also go out into Mamoswine. We'll go out into Mamoswine. And we're going to go for an Ice Shard. Yeah, because I imagine he's going to sack this off. Going Scissor would be pretty crazy. If I, like, I have to make a play eventually. So if I, like, go for Earthquake here, and he's in a really bad spot. But he has been making pretty aggressive plays that have worked out. So he might make that play to go into Scizor. Let's see what he does. Goes into Rotom. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Even though rocks are up, I'm not going to be doing much damage at all, right? Okay, that's like something, actually. That's not too bad. Can go for Protect here for sure. I think I'm going to just go for an Icicle Crash, especially if he's like Will-O-Wisp or something. He's Reflect. Okay. I wouldn't have expected a screen or something. And it's also fast, at least faster than Adamant Mamoswine. So yeah, I'm not doing much all to this. He could Volt Switch here and go into, say, Scizor or something. Let's see what he does. I feel like he's going to go for... He's either going to switch out into Scizor. He could Volt Switch here. Let's go into Rotom. Does he make the play into Scizor? He does make the play into Scizor. Okay. So, at least a Hydro Pump should be doing okay damage. I could also go for a Trick. Having the speed would be nice, but it's not needed. This Scizor is going to be generally annoying. So I don't really have a whole lot of mons I can take it on. But this Rotom can. So we'll go for a Trick here. It would also be nice to get leftovers or something. So maybe if he sets up like a Swords Dance, then it wouldn't be great for him. And he's going to switch out and go into Donphan. And he is Choice Scarfed right now. And I am Choice Banded. That has to be Choice Banded damage from that Donphan. Donphan's strong, but I don't think it's that strong. Yep, and I attain a Choice Band. I can go for a Hydro Pump here. I probably want to. The switch-in's not the greatest. I mean, Latios can switch in. But if I also, like, Trick there, then it wouldn't be great. He actually removes my Choice Band, which is fine. Unfortunately, I miss. So that's definitely unfortunate, but we will go for a Hydro Pump here. Could go into... oh, and he also uses it as a Reflect Up. So not doing a ton of damage, but the Reflect is down, so that's pretty cool. We'll go into Garchomp here. And we set up a Swords Dance. I guess he has Psychic, so Psychic's always going to... From the Latias is always going to kill. So we'll go for a Dragon Claw here. He could go into Scizor. Let's see if he tries to get the 6-0 here. I definitely could go for Earthquake there. Let's see. He's going to go into Rotom. He's going to sack that off. Weavile's also... Weavile's obviously coming out here. I finally do kill that Rotom. I probably was too preoccupied thinking that it was... Will-O-Wisp. So that's definitely fair. But yeah, it looks like he's definitely going to have this win. This was a fun first Wi-Fi game, though. Didn't really highlight the Mismagius as much as I wanted to, but We'll see in a future time if I can or not. So yeah, I'm definitely staying in. I'll get some chip damage on this, which isn't that bad. Oh yeah, Ice Shard. That'll kill. At this point is like Gengar can't do anything to the Scizor. That's the problem there. Yeah, we have to go out into Gengar. He still has a Scizor, so the Scizor is going to be taking a lot of damage. I could go for Shadow Ball here. I think I just go for Sludge Bomb and hope I kill. And then I switch out later. Is he going to go into Scizor? Because if I like Shadow Ball and get a special defense drop, that'd be pretty bad for him. I should be able to kill this. I get the poison, so I'll take that. He might know that I'm Scarf damaged based on how much that I was doing. But the Scizor should win this game here. Because I'm going to have to lock into Shadow Ball, and that's not doing a whole lot to anything. He's going to go for a Bullet Punch here, I imagine. I just have to hope for like a Shadow Ball crit or something, and crits in the Weavile, and all this priority that he has in this team, it's probably not going to work out. But I definitely learned a lesson. Make sure you take a picture of your team beforehand. I can't even get like a... I suppose I can get an Ice Shard off here. So maybe I have a chance to get him in range. Let's see if he makes like a play to go for a Roost. That'd be kind of crazy, but he might. And I kill myself off. Is he going to go for a Roost? Earthquake would have done a lot of damage, so I don't think it would have been worth it. So yeah, looks like OG is going to get this win. I suppose I can go... Oh, I can't even go for Thunderbolt because he has the... I don't know. Why is it not selecting? Oh, I see. Because it was on the right side. So, yeah, it looks like he's going to get this win. Really solid team that he has. And definitely learning this metal a little bit more now. Pretty offensive team, and the Rotom Heat set was very cool. So, are we going to get this crit? Nope. Okay, so good game, OG Albina. Make sure you go check out his channel for sure. Maybe we'll get another game with this Mismagius set, and we'll see. Maybe we'll retire this team and try to get a couple of different games in. If you'd like to see any particular mon, let me know down below which mon do you want me to try to build a team around, and try to learn what this Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl OU metagame is. But until next time, later guys.